Inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all. Not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now it's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll try the right side with Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Rodgers going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. (10-0) the score after one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a yard. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hall again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madden55, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he does not get to the 1st down marker. as they stop him at the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
26.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Jackson. That went out wide and intercepted. He's still on his feet. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 17.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Allen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 626.
Now Allen. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Allen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Jets 28, Ravens 17.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. This will go to Henry out wide. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Jackson. And incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Able to slither by. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run with Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a carry for Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Braylon Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Ravens 23. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's going deep for Bateman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They stay on the ground with Allen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, New York.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers looking to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, 88.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Ravens 23. Frank Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by